What up, SNA Assassinators? It's Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the SNA podcast on October 8th, 2024, where we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories, rumors, and you SNA Assassinators need to know. And it's from the Wrestle Talk article, and make sure to watch until the very end because we're going to start off with an update on when Bryan Danielson's going to have his final match at, and it says right here that an AEW star has broken has broken spoken. I don't know where that even came from, but yeah, has spoken about Bryan Danielson's upcoming final match on national television ahead of Wrestle Dreams. Bryan Danielson announced that his full-time wrestling career would be coming to an end next year, with him putting his entire wrestling career on the line, back at AEW All In, against Swerve Strickland. And it says right here that, and since capturing the title, Bryan's career has been on the line, in the defenses, with himself. Him set to defend the title against John Moxley at Wrestle Dreams this weekend. Ahead of Wrestle Dream, Bryan is said to team with Willa Yuta against Claudio Castagnoli in Pac on tonight's AEW Title Tuesday Dynamite, which could be his final match on national television should he lose to John Moxley at Wrestle Dreams. And speaking to Sports Illustrated, Claudio Castagnoli previewed the match, noting that it will likely be Bryan's last on a national TV match. And he stated, if you're a fan of Bryan Danielson, you definitely want to tune in because it let's be honest, will most likely be this last match on national television. It's gonna be very emotional. I was in Bryan's last match before when he was forced to retire and was a tag match as well. And I was was in London, England. This I think will be on a little bit different terms. Obviously, like I said, it's gonna be very emotional if that's the last time I'm gonna be standing across the ring from Bryan. It's gonna be special. And do you agree? And this is gonna be the last ever match for Bryan, or do you think that there's that this is some this is or do you think that they're trying to work the fans to believe in this could be so, which is a possibility, but I don't think that this is going to be his last ever national television match. I'll give it probably until AEW Full Gear, on the Go Home show of Dynamite on that event, if he does compete, because what if someone like Darby Allin finally becomes his next challenger and defeat him for the AEW World Championship? Look through those possibilities, but let's hope this won't be the last match. And yeah, and let me know in the comments if you think so. If it's gonna be his final match or not. Or do you think that Danielson's gonna stick around? Even more long, with him possibly retaining against John Moxley, which I sure hope he does, so he can eventually puts over and pass the torch to Darby Allin and let him be the one to dethrone him. But we're just gonna have to wait and see when that day will come. But moving on, we got some Bloodline member news. I guess as he Yes, he reacts to Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso of their WWE faction reunion, and well, I'm not sure it's or like more likely an alliance reunion, but it says like a a member of the bloodline like family has reacted to Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso reuniting at WWE Bad Blood. On October 5th, 2024, during the main event, Jimmy Uso made his return to WWE to WWE to assist his cousin Roman Reigns. He and Cody Rhodes faced Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Highlights of and And also, yeah, the highlights from the match, which also featured The Rock, of The Rock, like can be below this news story, and it says with WWE sharing footage on Twitter, like of the moment, like when when Reigns was reunited with Jimmy Uso, Lance in Hawaii was reacted with a familiar emoji with it having a single one sign, I guess you could see right here with him. I'm not sure they're not showing the post, but the emoji that he used and the hashtags and stuff, like which was the next day on the Sunday, which was 2 days ago, and it says right here that Lance Hawaii is a former MLW World Tag Team Champion, like, and the son of Samu of the head shrinkers, like alongside Fatu. And what are your thoughts onto this? Do you think that Lance and Hawaii could potentially join? I mean, after all, he does have some WWE experience, even though he was an enhancement talent. And then WWE acknowledged that is Roman Reigns' cousin before, like 5 years ago when he got squashed by Shane McMahon. But yeah, like I could see, like if there's some deal that's been made, I wouldn't doubt seeing him being added into this into Roman Reigns' re his version of the reincarnated version of the bloodline. I should say, yeah. But yeah, it's only just a matter of time. If it's been confirmed that he signed a contract with WWE, like then like I'm gonna expect him to definitely gonna join Roman Reigns' faction, and it may seem like he probably does not need Jay Uso and or Sami Zayn after all if he can bring in some of his uh his uh his cousins and family members that are wrestlers like that would be in favor of Roman rather than Solo. Like, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's still like it's still a bit too early to be to assume like who's going to be teaming with Roman Reigns by the time it's Survivor Series season, because like after all, like we're on the road to Crown Jewel right now, and it's like a month and a half away for Survivor Series anyway. So I don't know what's the point of waiting for that, but let's move on. And we got Bronson Reed discussed original plan like for Seth Rollins' Tsunami WWE segment with Seth Rollins challenging Bronson Reed on last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. The big star has revealed details of plans for the pair. Like Reed wasn't on the October 7th episode of WWE Raw, but Rollins made his position clear, like, and issued an anytime, anywhere challenge. Like in response, Reed has promised that he is indeed coming for the WWE Raw star, although that match is yet to be officially announced. On August 5th, like Bronson Reed unleashed a series of six tsunamis on Seth Rollins with WWE GM Adam Pearce issuing and then and doubling the massive fine like he had issued like during an appearance on the Inside podcast with Chris Van Vliet. Reed revealed the original plans for the attack on Rollins. Like Bronze Reed would reveal what happened as he carried out the attack, suggesting that he believes the original plan like featured less tsunamis, noting I think it I think it was supposed to be significantly less than the way that it turned out with Hunter's version. I mean vision, not his version, with Hunter's vision, it was more and more and more. Like it was one of those things where you're listening to the audience, you can just feel a change in the audience as I was doing it hit the first two, they were sort of booing it looks like that it is. Then I go out the third one. People sort of what the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Well, with them questioning and being dissatisfied on what Reed was doing to Rollins. Then I go up for the fourth one. They can't comprehend what's happening, and by the fifth one, they're chanting for more, more, and there's